Three.
Hey Vibe family, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about boy bands because we heard that BTS is coming back. So trying to make a comeback, going on tour and all that stuff. So want to talk about boy bands.
Yeah, I think this time, with them coming back, what we wanted to do in this episode is because we go way back, is how, looking at the boy bands of the past, the present, and now.
Yeah. So does like we're older. So does like the Temptations qualify as like a boy band?
Right. Or the Four Tops. These are bands that, where they did dance moves and
Yeah.
stuff like you see.
So would you consider the
I would
Temptations like
definitely
a boy band?
I would definitely consider Temptations a boy band of that time.
Right. Okay.
But you had the moves, and and the different,
because they had
a lead guy,
they
and
had the
middle guy, and
choreograph moves and
Exactly.
everything, and the Temptations were on point.
on point.
Oh my gosh, those moves were crazy.
Yeah, that choreography back then
Yeah,
was on point.
it was on point. Yeah, it was good. And then you had, like you said, the Four Tops. I'm sure we're probably missing some.
Stylistics.
Lots.
You can really get in there. The OJs.
OJs. Beach Boys.
Yeah, Beach Boys. Yep.
Beatles.
The Beatles.
I mean, and that was just a phenomenon in itself when the Beatles came out and came from London, came from England, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that was just craziness in itself to see a group like that come and just create what they did. It was insane.
Yep. Frankie Valli in their band. So this is all that time, and we were around.
But Frankie Valli though, that's a band.
Well, Frankie Valli had a group, but he had like 2-3 people, I think.
But isn't that more like a band? I don't know.
No, but
I don't know.
Yeah, I guess if you start going that, then you start getting into individuals. So
let us know in the comment what you think. If they're like a band, or like, because we were also saying like oh my gosh, we said it. What was the name? He's older. A band now. He's like grandpa, great grandpa. Rolling Stones. So Rolling Stones that's not like a boy. That's a group.
Because then you get the Rolling Stones.
You got the drummer, and you got like.
Because now you're getting into Queen.
Yeah, those are all bands, like
the Ramones. They all fit that.
Yeah, I wouldn't consider them like boy bands.
Because they weren't doing any dancing.
Right, like boy bands.
Mick Jagger was dancing, trying to dance, but they got a song out there
with his tight pants on.
So he had his thing. So, but then you had Freddie Mercury doing it. So you start playing around with that. But we put it in the comments.
Yeah.
Put it in the comments. Tell me what y'all think. But this is what we were saying. But as far as bands, Temptations, the Beatles, now moving into the era.
But you told me something that I didn't know. Excuse me. But I probably did, but I just forgot. But it was like the Osmonds. The Osmonds were a boy band.
Right. The Osmonds were a boy band. The Osmonds were a boy band because the Osmonds were created during that time. Because remember, that's when the Jackson 5.
Yeah.
But because the Jackson 5s, they had to create a band that matched the Jacksons. So they came out with the Osmonds. They had the
white version.
The same style. Well, people can say today. People say that. Well, people say that today with Janet Jackson and Britney Spears. Same kind of dancing, choreography style. But again, you tell us what you think. But
I prefer the Jacksons.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Donny Osmond's still around.
Donny Osmond's still around and live here in Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They live here. They doing their thing out there. But in those bands, so going into that era, we themed them as being boy bands at that time. Moving into the mid-year, when we grew up, our age group, you had Backstreet Boys,
New Edition.
Oh
my gosh, that's my group right there.
Jodeci.
Mm-hmm. New Kids on the Block. Yeah, and that's what our kids. That's what our kids grew up with too.
Right.
I mean, we knew that because we knew them because 90s, early 2000s. That's what our kids grew up with.
Correct.
So that's what that we. I remember standing in line with the girls to get Backstreet Boy tickets before Ticketmaster, when you literally had to go to the store the grocery store and stand online to get tickets, and the lines were like outside the store.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was crazy. I remember those days. But
and it was $17. Now it's a small fortune.
Yeah, it's funny because we had a thing that we had to do for work, like a scavenger hunt. And one of the things was to get a physical ticket and take a picture of it. Now, I don't have a physical ticket from a concert or anything like that, but Mr. C here did. He had a physical ticket of from a Prince concert, a Purple Rain. It was $17.50
for good seats. For good seats too.
$17.50. That is crazy.
That might get you a hot dog, and you still got to come up with change. So
that was nuts. Yeah,
but those groups were what we grew up with. But now we got BTS.
Yeah.
Because that is like, I don't know of a band in today's music that's not a cartoon, right? I mean,
BTS isn't a cartoon.
No, but that's not. I mean, what else is out there right now? And we want to ask you guys, that's out there other than BTS.
Boy bands currently? No. I don't think there are any, as far as I know. But I mean, I don't know. But I know like Backstreet Boys and NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, New Kids on the Block, like they're touring and they have residencies in Vegas because you know it's nostalgic. People grew up with them and still want to see them. So just like New Edition
and New Edition, all those guys.
People still want to see them. They're touring and all that stuff. So
people are still watching the Four Tops. You may see them on cruise ships. But they're out there. They're out there getting it done. So let's give them respect. They still getting it done.
Absolutely.
They still getting it done.
And the Temptations, there's only one original left. Williams.
Yeah, teams like that.
Otis Williams. Yep.
The bands are still out there. They're still out there, and people still enjoy it. But I think in today's world, other than, like I said, BTS, I'm not too familiar. And we'll ask you guys, put it in the comments, what bands are out there,
boy bands
out there today with that same style, with a group of 5 or 6 people, doing,
not playing instruments, just singing and dancing.
And dancing. We like to know.
Put in the comments because I can't think of any. Yeah. But if we had to go back, not even go back, even now, who is your favorite band?
Right.
Did you have a favorite?
Me, I have to say the Jacksons. The Jackson 5 was my favorite boy band of that day. Without a doubt.
I got you. The Jacksons, love the Jacksons. And New Edition.
Well, New Edition is after.
But I know. But I'm saying like your favorite in general.
In general,
who's your favorite?
Yeah, I would say those two too. I would definitely say the same.
Because we are huge New Edition fans.
Yeah, I did like the time.
But what's
the name of my man did the thing?
That's not like a boy band though, because they're playing instruments. Right? That's not.
They would be kind of in. If you were looking at that style of bands, they would be kind of, their bands today would be Bruno Mars. Because Bruno Mars has that. They got the 2 hype guys and the people playing the bands, and they kind of do some choreography.
Yeah.
They do, but they would be that, you know what I mean? So that would be that going on today. Mm-hmm. But again, you guys, put some in there. That way when we read the comments and we can talk about it. We can use that as what people came up with. And I think that'll be pretty cool.
Those are boy bands, but boy bands that are not of color. Did you like the Backstreet Boys or we forgot 98 Degrees?
Yeah,
that was a band. We saw them with Jessica Simpson. I took the girls.
That's true. Mm-hmm. That's true. That about 98 Degrees.
98 Degrees, yeah.
Yeah, they were out there. But then, there's a ton of bands like that,
But did you like any of those, like the Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, New Kids on the Block?
I would say the Backstreet Boys, I like them better. Like NSYNC, but Justin kind of killed it on his own. But I would say entertainment-wise, I think the Backstreet Boys put out some hits.
Mm-hmm. They did. They put out some hits. I think they're at the Sphere now, or they were at the Sphere. They're going back to the Sphere. Mm-hmm. I was actually thinking about going to see them, and I know someone at work wanted to go see them as well. Those tickets are like $500 and more. They're ridiculous. It's just because nostalgia, because people just want to see them, and people are paying to see them. They said they make like $2 million a night
That's
or
right.
something like that
Yeah.
at the Sphere. That is insane for people, for just to bring that nostalgia back. You know, people are going to see them. That's insane. $2 million a night that they're making there.
So if you want to get tickets, you're gonna have to go in the back streets. Because you ain't getting them. They are hard to get, but they put on a good show.
It looks like they put on a good show.
They give the audience what they want, and that's impressive.
But so did New Edition. When we went to see New Edition, we still have not seen all of them together,
which we got to try to do.
Yes, but we did see. We saw everybody when we went to see them. It was everyone but Ralph Tresvant and Johnny Gill. Yeah. And we saw them in Vegas.
Yep.
Yeah, so everybody but Ralph Tresvant and Johnny Gill. And it was still a great show.
And those guys still put the work in. So if you get a chance to go see them. They still put on a good show. They still give you what you want. And that's impressive. I think that's fantastic. So cool, shout out to New Edition, man. They still in the game doing what they got to do.
And shout out to New Kids on the Block too, right? For I think it was New Kids on the Block who always gave kudos to New Edition because they know without New Edition there wouldn't have been them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And taking it back even further, I gotta give a shout out to my Force MDs.
Oh yeah.
They out there still doing it, my man Stevie D and the fam.
Force MDs,
still out there kicking it, doing it, getting it done.
Absolutely.
If you didn't get the chance to go check them out, go check them out. They still bring in that sound.
Yeah. Gosh, how did we forget the Force MDs? Yeah, they're
can't
fantastic.
Forget about them. Yeah. They are, they're still getting it done, putting in the work. Well worth it.
And they are the first ones, right? Weren't they the first like boy band to like mix like hip hop and rap, right? And rap. Yeah.
That's true. So gotta give them respect out there.
Who were the original members?
Yeah, TC.
You
had Stevie D, Mercury, and Jesse.
Jesse
Daniels. So you got that's the group.
Who's Tristan? Was there a Tristan?
Trisco. Yeah, that's the full band. That's the band. But again, they're out there. I think they're out there doing work now. If they're in your city, go check them out. Bring back some memories.
Yeah.
For people around our age, because they were doing it then. They're still doing it now.
Yeah.
But in the comments, like I said, if we miss somebody, put in the comments
sure
we can talk about it on the next time we bring this topic up. Because again, music is a universal language, and everybody has a time when that favorite song was on, that band was on, because they're out there. We didn't even get, you got JoJo and those guys, like you said, which is Jodeci and
B2K.
Don't forget B2K. You can't even forget Boys to Men.
Yeah. So Boys to Men.
Everybody was out there back then doing it. There's a lot. So if we missed it, bringing in, we wanted to make sure we brought that into the circle because it is, it's a vibe between us, and we wanted to make sure we talk about that as well.
Talk about some music.
Talk about some music.
Yep. Awesome. All right.
All right.
Okay. All right. Thanks everyone for joining us. Please hit subscribe. Please. And
that thumbs up.
Yep. Woo woo. Okay.
All right. We'll see you on the next one.
And we'll see you on the next one.